Hey guys, over here. Welcome back to another Rachel Legends video. So, Tunisia will be showcased today. Stage 25 of the Spider. She actually solos it. I featured her in the past on stage 20. She did solo it. She also did a duo with Seal of the Drakes, the free-to-play achievable champion. You can put those two together and still do 25. Fantastic champion for the Spider. She has an A3 skill that can fully deplete the Terminator of the big Spider. That's because of how this skill works on the second part of it, where it does have the capability to reduce it by 15%, and then an additional for every other target with an HP burn. So that's why it goes to almost a full depletion of Terminator for the big Spider. She's got an HP burn and a stun and a decreased speed all together right here on this A2 skill. These both have a 3-turn cooldown, which is great. She's got an A1 that can apply a decreased defense if that's what you're looking for. Her passive doesn't really help so much for the Spider specifically, but does help for other parts of the game. And all of these together actually make Tunisia a really fun champion to use and an easy choice when going in for the Spider, right? So before we get on to the Spider showcase, by the way, the 1 million gems, that's because I'm on the test server. Moving gear around all the time can be very expensive and it messes up all my builds. So when I have access, I do all my showcases here. So I'll show you the build right now, but before we get on to that, let me show you some other solo videos just to have in mind what I've mentioned just now. This one was posted August the 9th, 2021. So more than a year ago, I posted this Tunisia build with her beating Spider 20. Pretty much the same build, but way less speed than what I'll be showcasing today. Then I did a showcase with her actually duoing with Sil. This is what I mentioned. You can Google search this or YouTube search this and you'll see it. This is the thumbnail. Tunisia is a beast. And then just to have that in mind, if you ever want to be efficient in terms of using champions and using them to both level up and also farm a specific dungeon, I did a video in the past, 2020, October 2020. Oh my god, with Seal of the Drakes, big showcase with her. Such an amazing champion when she was at it. So more than 2 years old, almost 2 years old, but still works. All right, still works on 20 though, Ice Golem 20. So you can have a look at that. It does take a lot of time, like 9 minutes to farm it, but Seal of the Drakes is a champion we pretty much all have or will have at a point. And then I also did a video with Tomb Lord farming stage 25 for Dragon's Lair. The same thing with Battle Khazar. He can farm 25. I did a video again like less than 2 weeks ago with 2 Battle Khazars that can farm it a little bit faster. There's even more champions that can do it. It all depends on your gear. So go over to the YouTube search bar and you'll see lots of builds available for you guys to actually go around. Even Gerda stage 25 farming the Ice Golem boss. Let's have a look at the build, how she is built with the Frenzy set. The Frenzy set is a very difficult set to have because that's from the Fire Knight. Pretty much the only dungeons I haven't seen a solo build for anything really. It's a very tough dungeon because of the way the Fire Knight boss works with the 12 shields. You cannot really get through that shield and do damage unless you do either 10 or 12 procs on 25. And with that way, you can actually do some damage. And the boss also heals. Pretty rough boss to solo. Every other boss can be soloable though. So overall stats with the Frenzy and Speed set, look at that. It's insane. 282 on speed, 3.7 thousand defense, 50,000 health. That's a good help from my Great Hole and my Faction Guardians as well for all of this. And resistance over 270 is recommended, I would say. 229 on accuracy. Anything over 200 is recommended again. And that's a build. I would say even a blood shield accessory is needed because you want to get that small shield at least to help you with the damage a little bit. And that's pretty much it. The stats needed on each piece of gear. So look at that. I need, resistance, I need speed, I need some HP. This would ideally have HP percent and maybe accuracy to be the perfect set. The same thing with this one. Instead of attack percent would have accuracy. We don't want any crit rate or crit damage on this build because we don't want to be killing the small spiders. We just want to have the HP burns do their job. So that's why I go for the defense percent of the gloves, defense percent of the chest piece. That's my only 5-star, I believe. And then as much as I can, resistance. defense, accuracy, 80%. This is a hard build. This will not be recommended for any people out there that cannot farm Fire Knight consistently and actually have really good sets. I mean, the rolls here are not that crazy, except maybe this shield, which has a triple roll. Having a double roll or a single roll on one of the stats needed, either speed or defense percent or accuracy, is not crazy. But actually getting the pieces can take some time, right? It can take thousands of energy over time. She is fully maxed out for this showcase, and the masteries are War Master right here. War Master. I did try Blood Shield. It doesn't really proc from HP burns, but it can proc from the actual damage that you do. So have that in mind. You might be able to get 15% shield from a kill. If you don't want this, you can probably go for Master Hexer and also go away with Cycle of Violence. So you can take maybe Evil Eye or Cycle of Magic. I didn't take that, but everything else is to Mizia's benefit. All right, let's go have a look at the run, the actual run, and see how good it is on 25. Of course, you want to have your food champions in there. 4 deaths of them will give, I think it's 7 speed, or is it 6 speed? Gotta check the mastery again. I think it's a maximum of 24. Yeah, 8 speed for each dead ally. With this build, you go in there, your allies die, your food dies, and that makes Tunisia a little bit faster. She starts out with the HP burn on auto. I didn't set the custom AI. You see, not all stuns landed there, so that can be a bit tricky, but it's fine, I guess. Here, boom, look at that. We decrease the turn meter. The food champions will be dying. As they die, we get more speed. The frenzy set, as we get hit, we get a boost in turn meter. There we go, another stun in again. There's the A1. Next turn should be her turn meter manipulation skill. Look at that. You really need the life drinker mastery from the offense tree. Look at that. We heal a little bit there with the War Master procs as well. Go in there for the hit. There's the death of the small spider, but that didn't give us the shield from the blood shield. And this is pretty much going to be it once she does the A2 again, right about now. And that's it, 53 seconds run. That is all right. We still level up the food champions. We get, what, 3,000 XP there without the XP boost. So that will be double, 6,000 XP to each one of the food champions for this run. So you're looking to be efficient with this. Again, you're looking to be efficient. Look at that. We got the resist. Let's see how this is going to work. We had 230 accuracy. We still got resisted. So Big Spider is going to heal and attack me as well. Once it gets a turn, big heal about 75%. Back to 75%. I'm running very low. I don't think I have the A2 skill yet. Yeah, there it is. We got a stun going. There's the A1, decrease defense and decrease speed. There's the decrease in turn meter again. So we had some bad RNG here. There's the A2. We healed a little bit there, but nothing too crazy. Don't think she's gonna have, look at that heal. Don't think she's gonna have the A2 again. Can she take it? There it is. Running very, you know, it's running a little bit risky. So if I had a little bit better gear, even with all those stats that you saw, this would have been more consistent, right? This would have been, you know, her with more health. Maybe if I pushed 4,000 defense. But then you were thinking, why would I put this gear on her instead of somebody that I use for Hydra? Maybe you have your Hydra team already. Then this is the build that you should run. Anyway, this was the video, guys. As I said, there's many teams out there that can solo the dungeons right now from 20 to 25. Definitely check it out and have that in mind, because you might have a champion that can do it. It's usually those tanky champions that have that great kit, lots of poisons or stuns, HP burns. It all depends on which stage you're also trying to farm. So if it's Dragon, 20 is doable with many champions out there. 25 is way more difficult for any champion out there unless they have some sort of healing or maybe a self-revive and stuff like that. And it all depends on how fast you want to be farming them. Like Barakazar will farm it way faster than anything else that can do like a similar job. Because he also has poisons and healing and extra damage and healing on his A1. He's got everything. Anyway, this was the build. Thanks a lot. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.